In this edition of Back in History, we bring to you the history of the headquarters of the African Union located in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. You will get to know the donors of the building and the amount spent on the building, the year of commencement of construction, the year it was completed, the height of the building, the number of floors, the name of the architectural firm that constructed the building, and many more. On Back in History, we take you back in time to the events that occurred in Africa's past and in the contemporary past. Welcome to this edition of Back in History. The African Union is the successor body to the Organization of African Unity. The Organization of African Unity was established in 1963 to promote self-governance, self-progress, and respect for the territorial boundaries of the African continent. His Excellency Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana and His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie were two of the founding fathers of the organization. The founding fathers provided the ideological framework for the takeoff of the organization. They were also joined by other countries within the continent. They fought the ills of colonialism and also fought to liberate South Africa from apartheid. Eventually, all 55 countries in Africa signed up to the Charter of the Organization of African Unity. In 2000, the name of the organization was changed from Organization of African Unity to African Union. 7 years after the renaming of the organization, China offered to build the headquarters of the AU free of charge for Africa. The proposal was accepted, and in 2008, the groundbreaking work was commenced. Every key material for the construction was brought in from China, and the work was done almost day and night. About half of the over 1,000 persons that worked on the project were Chinese. In 2011, the construction was fully completed. The architectural design of the building was done by Tongji Architectural Design Group Company Limited of China. Tongji Architectural was founded in 1958 and is well known for its rich experience in both engineering design and architectural consultancy. They are known for the design and construction of high-rise buildings. Tongji Architectural also handled the structural engineering design of the AU building. The contractor for the project was China State Construction Engineering Corporation. The building is the second tallest building in Ethiopia and the 95th tallest building in the world. It is indeed an imposing edifice and a beauty to behold. It is an all-concrete building made up of 22 floors and measuring 386 feet. It houses the African Union headquarters and conference complex. The cost of the building, as at 2012 when it was completed, was $200 million. The external design of the building represents two hands in embrace, and the explanation is that it symbolizes Africa-China relations. The building houses the administrative departments of the African Union Commission and also houses a 2,505-person capacity plenary chambers, which in itself is another piece of architectural beauty. There is also a sub-conference building having a total of 32 conference rooms. It should be noted that aside from the main conference center and office complex built and donated by China, there are other structures in the headquarters of the African Union, one of which is the AU Peace and Security Council building, which was constructed and donated to the African Union by the government of Germany. Unlike China, Germany donated the money and gave the contract to an Ethiopian contractor, and the materials used for the construction were sourced locally in Ethiopia. The headquarters also houses the African Union Grand Hotel funded by the Ethiopian Saudi billionaire Mohammed Hossein Al-Amodi, which is primarily used for the hosting of presidents and heads of states and diplomats of member countries. The building donated by China is, however, the most imposing and most expensive of them all. The building was inaugurated on January 28, 2012. 6 years after the inauguration of the building donated by China, it was reported by Financial Times and the African edition of Le Monde that the IT department of the AU had discovered that all the Musa Mohammed, head of the African Union Commission at the time, also described the newspaper's reports as untrue and unfounded. The building donated by the government of the Republic of China to the African Union is indeed a magnificent gift, and some has been appreciated by several persons across Africa. It remains an edifice to behold. It is beautiful and befitting of the status of the African continent. The building donated by the German government is also a beautiful piece of architecture to behold. Africa will surely remain grateful to these countries. But one wonders why Africa, which is arguably the richest continent in the world, cannot build the headquarters of its most significant regional body. One wonders why all the 55 countries in Africa, member states of the African Union, could not pool resources together to build its own headquarters from the scratch to completion. One wonders also why Africa had to wait for a superpower to build its headquarters of the most significant international body for Africa. Yours truly is of the firm view that the proceeds from the vast mineral resources of Africa can build many of such structures which Africa received as a gift from China. As of today, Africa is the only regional body whose headquarters was built, furnished to completion, and donated to them by a foreign superpower. Thanks for watching this edition of Back in History, and do remember to subscribe to our channel for regular notification on every new video. I am your friend and host, Ekeminudim, wishing you the best of time as we continue to journey together on this mission to discover and preserve the story of Africa.